In Nigeria, Akwa Ibom's Commissioner for Special Duties and Ibom Deep Sea Port, Comrade Ini Oblong, resigns after Governor Umo Eno defected to the All Progressives Congress. Oblong, a loyalist to former Governor Udom Emmanuel, cites his opposition to APC as the reason for his departure. Unconfirmed reports also suggest the resignation of the Commissioner for Works and Fire Service, Professor Eno Ibanga. Oblong, who previously served as the Commissioner for Information, acknowledges the governor's decision but remains firm in his belief in politics with principles. He commends his work in government, stating his satisfaction with his service. Meanwhile, the APC has officially welcomed Governor Umoeno after his defection from the People's Democratic Party to APC. National Working Committee of APC expresses excitement over Eno's decision, calling it a boost for the party and Akwa Ibom. Was a former APC governorship candidate in 2019 election, Oblong Nsima Ekere joins us now for a conversation about Governor Umo Eno's defection to the APC. It's good to have you with us. Now, Governor Umo Eno has joined the gale of defections of public office holders from the PDP to the APC. What is the implication for the citizens of Akwa Ibom?
Well, thank you very much for having me, Ni. Let me tell you, in Akwa Ibom right now, everybody is ecstatic. The citizens of the state, the political stakeholders, everybody. And I'm talking about across political divide, in PDP, in APC, in IPAC. The entire state is excited about the governor's move. You see, for the very first time in the history of this country, we have a governor that has been able to carry everybody in the state along. It's not, even before he left the PDP, the governor was relating with everybody. So, and he took time to consult. Every stakeholder of the state was consulted before this move. And we're all with the governor. He has our support. We're ecstatic that he's moving over to APC. And we welcome him, and the state is happy. In fact, it's not a defection. It's a movement. Akwa Ibom State has moved. We've moved to the APC, and we're all good with the governor.
Let's talk about the cabinet's shifts. Akwa Ibom State Commissioner Dr. Ini Oblong's resignation. How would you interpret that? Are we likely to see more of that for those who do not align with the governor's move to the APC?
No. Listen, I think you guys are blowing in Oblong's resignation out of context. You're blowing it out of proportion. Oblong is a friend of mine. I've spoken with him as well. And I can tell you something. You see, every politics is local. For those of us in the state, and for Oblong especially, he comes from a local government called Ibom. And you have to put it in perspective, in the context of his local participation in the politics of his area. There are some issues that need to be discussed. That discussion has not yet taken place. All right, so I don't see any other person. You talked about the commissioner for works, and you've called some other names. There's no other person that's resigning, I can tell you that. We've spoken with everybody, and the governor has widespread acceptability and followership in the state, from the EXCO to the party to everywhere. Okay, so we're good.
All right, now let's delve into the impact of the governor's exit from the PDP. There seemed to be disillusionment within the leading opposition party, and critics have said Nigeria is sliding into a one-party state. But how tenable is that suggestion from your own point of view?
Nigeria is not sliding into a one-party state. You are aware. You are aware of the discussion going on about the coalition that's getting ready to challenge the APC in 2027. When you have such a move, such a coalition, then how can you say it's a one-party state? Listen, let's not over-dramatize these issues. There was a time in this country when the ruling party, PDP, had almost 30 governors. Would you have said then that Nigeria was going into a one-party state? You wouldn't. So today, the APC, by the leadership of President Bola Tinubu, is giving good governance to the country, and everybody's moving and recognizing what he's doing. And there's nothing about one-party system in Nigeria. Nigeria is not a one-party state. It's not going to be a one-party state because there will always be dissent. Let me tell you, politics is about interest. At every point in time, you'll have people whose interests are not aligned with the government of the day, and they will always move the other way. But again, that's the beauty of democracy. It's a game of numbers. You don't need 100%. You don't need everybody to be on board. You need a majority of the people. That's why it's democracy. So we're not going to have a one-party state. No, we don't have, and we're not going to have.
All right, now, so governance is usually seen as a social contract between the electorate and those who seek political office to serve the people. Now, when cross-carpeting becomes a norm, will that not be perceived as a betrayal of trust, especially when people voted, on the platform of a political party? And now we're seeing this.
Listen, again, I tell you, political parties are vehicles that you use to attain political power. And political power should be used for the benefit of the people. So long as when you achieve political power, you are using it for the benefit of the people that voted for you, that you represent, and you are giving them dividends of democracy. Come to Akwa Ibom side and see what's happening. The governor is carrying everybody along. The people are happy with him. We just celebrated 2 years of the anniversary of the administration of Pastor Omoino. And let me tell you something. Even before the announcement on Friday about his movement to APC, what if I tell you that across political divides, the governor had already been endorsed to go for a second term in office? The APC, even when he was a PDP governor, the APC had already endorsed him to go for a second term in office. The PDP, his own party, had already endorsed him to go for a second term in office. IPAC, the chairman of IPAC, addressed the press the other day and announcing or communicating the decision of all the other political parties in the state to endorse Pastor Omoino to go for a second term in office. You can say that this is the governor that's carrying everybody along. The entire political heavyweights in the state and practitioners in the state are aligned with the vision of the Arise agenda of Mr. Governor. And that's why you see he has support across party lines. The entire state is with him. And when you talk about betrayal, when you the fellow that has the mandate is doing what the electors don't want him to do. In this case, it's totally different. Listen, the governor spent months consulting. He didn't just stand up and announce to leave the PDP to join the APC. He spent months consulting the entire state, the royal fathers, the traditional institution, the fathers of faith, the churches, the youths, the women, everybody was consulted. And this is a decision of the entire state. It's not a decision of Pastor Omoino. It's the decision of Akwa Ibom State. We are saying that we want to join the center. We want to align with President Bola Tinubu's government and give him our support. We endorse him for the way he's leading this country, and we want him to continue in office. That's what Akwa Ibom State is saying. So I don't want you to keep saying the governor is doing one thing or the other. No, it's not the governor. Please, no. Akwa Ibom people have moved. We've moved. We are now with the APC. Okay?
All right, good. So, as a former APC governorship candidate, beyond this defection, how would you assess political permutations towards the next polls in 2027 within Akwa Ibom?
Do you need an answer to that, or you're just asking for the sake of it? Listen.
Let's just have your thoughts on that.
Pastor Omoino will fly the Pastor Omoino will fly the APC flag in the 2027 governorship elections, and he will win landslide. I don't see any opposition, any serious opposition to his candidacy. And, I can tell you that the election in Akwa Ibom will be very free, will be very smooth. And because there's a meeting of the minds of the entire political class that this governor is doing well and he has to continue in office.
All right, so Oblong Ekere, former APC governorship candidate, Akwa Ibom, we'd like to thank you very much for your thoughts on those issues. Good to have you with us.